This tutorial outlines the steps to be taken to add a user to the system manually. In most cases, users get added automatically through the user refresh system, but on occasion, we do need to add a user. So starting at the landing page, whichever one you're assigned to as an admin, we're going to drop down the hamburger on the upper left, and then we're going to go to our admin panel. Once the admin panel loads, we're going to go ahead and click on Manage Users. And then once Manage Users loads, we're going to go ahead and click on New User in the upper left. Now, before we go and click on New User, let's make sure that we do a clear search and make sure that the person isn't currently an existing user. We do that by searching in the previous page by their name, their email, or even their global ID, just to double check. Now, username is always their global ID. And this is so that they can use the single sign-on to access. And then the second part is their email address has to be accurate for their sealed air email address. The next thing we want to do is generate a password for them. Now, we don't need to share this password for them. This password only works with the mobile phone application. But when the user logs in the first time, it's going to ask them to set that password. So we just generate it to create the new account. No need to share it. Notifications are set as a default already, and so there's no changes to be made there, and they should be a user role and no other role. Once we're done with the left column, we move to the right, and first of all, we're going to choose their country code. So in this case, it's United States. We use the ISO abbreviations that are common in most of our universal systems, so USA for United States. If you need a reference to those, they are found in the site administrator community with the ISO reference codes. The region is North America, LATAM, EMEA, or APAC. So in this case, we're going to choose North America. Now we have subregions. So if I was in EMEA and I was in Europe, my subregion would be Europe. But because North America is a singular region and no subregion, we'll just duplicate North America. The divisions are corporate, diversity care, food care, and product care. Obviously, diversity care will go away. So if someone is specifically in food care or product care, they get those designates. If they're in some sort of a corporate role, they'll get the corporate list. Language, this is for their learning plans. So we choose the language that they'll be assigned within their learning plans, and I'll show you a different selection for language as well. Custom role for the user. So currently, up until September 5th, 2017, we're leaving this as a default. We're not changing it at all. But in the future, we'll be using these ones on the bottom. This list up at the top will actually be removed from the system by September 5th. Now, basically, it depends on which division are they in and which subregion are they in. So if I, for example, am in Food Care Asia, that would be my custom role. If I'm in Product Care Asia or in Food Care North America, I would choose that one. But because I'm in a corporate role for this particular account, I'm going to go ahead and choose a corporate support role, which is right here. You'll also see some new hire ones. So if we do have a new hire designated role, for example, someone is going through an onboarding process, we'll use that one. But generally, all new user requests are going to go into it's their division and it's their region and subregion designate in the custom role. Next is homepage layout. Now, again, up till September 5th, 2017, everyone is going to just stay blank right here. But in the future, you'll see that there's a few of them here, and it really just depends. If they're in food care or product care, they'll land on one of these two pages. And also there's a corporate landing page. The rest of these you'll see will actually go away or we won't utilize except for in specific cases. In this category, I'm going to go ahead with a corporate landing page. And then we go ahead and put their given name, which is their first name, and then their last name, which is their family name. Last, this particular language selection is around the translation of the site itself. So these are the buttons and the languages used within the site. And so in this case, we're going to choose English for this user, and then we'll click Create User. Now, it's not going to let me create this user because this user already exists, and I'll get an error message across the top as soon as I do that. So that is how you create a new user.